A frustum of a cone of base diameter 60 mm, top diameter 40 mm and height 50 mm is resting upon its base on HP. Draw the isometric projection of the frustum. So here we have to draw the isometric projection of the frustum of a cone. So what do you mean by the frustum of a cone? So here we are having a cone. So in this case, this is a full cone, and suppose you are sectioning off some region of this cone. Suppose I am using a cutting plane like this. We are having a cutting plane which is parallel to the horizontal plane. I am cutting off this solid at this region, and the top portion is removed and some portion is remaining. So when you are observing it from the top, you cannot see this apex. You can see a small circle, and below at the base you can see a big circle. So this remaining portion of the solid, it is known as the frustum of a cone. So I have drawn the top view of the frustum of a cone. So the top view, it is two circles. So one small circle, another big circle is there. And the front view, from this top region, the apex region is removed. So here the dimensions of the frustum is given. That is, base diameter is 60 mm. So the frustum of a cone, the base diameter, this bigger diameter is 60 mm, and the top diameter is 40 mm. So this top diameter is 40 mm. So when you are observing the front view, this will be 60 and this will be 40. So this base is 60 and this top surface, it will be 40, and height of the frustum is 50 mm. So this is the orthographic view of the frustum of the cone. We will be having a simple top view and a simple front view. So here, as we have to draw the isometric projection of the frustum, I have drawn an isometric scale. So here the maximum dimension that we are having is 60 mm. So we have got three dimensions, 60, 40 and 50. Out of these three, 60 is the maximum dimension. So we have to draw an isometric scale which is capable of at least reading 60 mm. So if you count, we are having 6 divisions here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 60 mm true length and this is 60 mm isometric length. So as we have done in the previous problems, we will be doing it using a method known as box method. So what we are going to do now is, we will be enclosing this frustum of a cone inside a box, and this box will be a square prism. So I have drawn the outline of the square prism in the top view, and as this is a frustum of a cone, I was able to draw the outline, a small outline in the front view also. So in the top view, the top face of this square prism in which this frustum of a cone is placed, it is named as 1, 2, 3, 4, and the bottom face, it is 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1 and 4, 1. So likewise in the front view, here it is 1 dash, 4 dash, that is visible, 1, 4 is visible, and 2, 3, that is 2 dash, 3 dash will be invisible, and along the base, 1, 1 dash, 3, 1 dash is visible, 2, 1 dash, 4, 1 dash is invisible. So what we are going to do now is, we will be constructing the isometric projection of this square prism onto the right hand side. So I have already constructed it. So if you notice that from, we have taken point 1 as the origin. So the right hand side we are having 1, 1, 4, 1. To the left hand side it is 1, 1, 2, 1 along the base. And I have taken length reduction. So this side 1, 1, 4, 1. This 1, 1, 4, 1, it is equal to this 1, 1, 4, 1, which is the dimension will be, as this the bigger circle is 60 mm, this dimension will be 60 mm. So this 1141 will be 60 into 0.82. So likewise this side also it is 60 into 0.82, this is 60 into 0.82 and this is 60 into 0.82, because this is a square prism. And the height is here, the actual height is 50. So we have to multiply 50 into 0.82. So 111, 221, 331, 441. All these heights are 50 into 0.82, which is 41 respectively. Now the next step is, we have to draw the isometric of this frustum onto the right hand side. So the isometric of this frustum, it contains the isometric of two circles. So here we are having a bigger circle. So this bigger circle will be along the base plane, which is 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. And the smaller circle will be on the top face, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the time being, we shall construct the smaller circle here. So for the time being, we can construct the bigger circle along the base plane. So along the base plane, what we are having is, we are having A1, B1, C1 and D1. So we shall mark A1, B1, C1 and D1 along the base plane along 1, 1, 2, 1. This is 1, 1, 2, 1. Here to the middle we will be having A1. Likewise here it is B1, C1 and D1. So first we shall mark A1, B1, D1 and C1 along the base plane exactly to the center. So here we are having totally 60 mm true length. So correspondingly this is 60 mm isometric length. So we have to, so here this 1141 is 60 mm isometric. So the half length, the middle point of this 1141 will be 30 mm isometric. So in order to take 30 mm isometric, we shall use our isometric scale. So starting from 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. We are having 3 divisions here. We shall take it directly from the isometric scale using our compass. So using our compass, we have already taken 1, 3 here. Now we shall mark it to all the sides along the base. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So along the base we are having points. This point is A1. Likewise we will be having point B1, C1 and D1. So these are the points along the base. Now we shall use our 4 center method in order to construct the isometric of this base circle. So here we will be having a larger circle. So let us do the 4 center method. Already this 4 center method is explained in the previous problem. If you are having any doubt, please refer the previous problems. We shall draw a line connecting 2, 1, 4, 1 also. So along this base, half of the circle will be visible and half will be invisible. So this half we have to draw it using dash thick line. We shall draw 2 axes of symmetries also along the base. Now we have to draw the smaller circle along the top face, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a smaller circle. So what we have to do now is, we have to enclose this circle into another small square. So here we are having a big square, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So as this is a small circle, we cannot apply the 4 center method directly onto this 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we are going to do now is, we will be enclosing the smaller circle ABCD to a smaller square. This point is O1. So here we are having a smaller square. So let us draw this smaller square onto the right hand side. So if you notice, the smaller square in which this circle is placed, it is of side length 40 mm. So this length is 40 mm. All the 4 sides are 40 mm. So when it comes to isometric, so what happens is this length is to be multiplied with 40 into 0.82, or else this length is to be multiplied with 40 into 0.82. So what will be this length? This length, it will be 10 mm, is it? So here this will be 10, this will be 40, and this will be again 10. So this 10 plus 40 plus 10, totally this dimension is 60. So this is 10 mm true length. So correspondingly we have to take 10 mm isometric length from the isometric scale using our compass. So let us take 10 mm isometric length from the isometric scale using the help of our compass. So we have taken 10 mm isometric length. So let us mark it on 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4 and 4, 1. So here this is 1. So to both of these sides, this is 10 and this is 10. When it comes to isometric projection, this is 10 into 0.82 and this is also 10 into 0.82. Likewise, from 2 we are having 2 markings, from 3 also we will be having 2 cuttings, and from 4 also we will be having 2 arcs. You can see here from 2 we are having 2 points, from 3 also we are having 2 points, one to this side and another to this side. Likewise from 4 also we are having 2 points. So let us cut these points. So we are having the isometric of this smaller square onto the right hand side here. So again, along this smaller isometric projection of this square, we shall do the 4 center method by marking the centers of 1, 2, 3 and 4 sides. So totally this is 40 mm isometric length. This length will be 40 into 0.82. So we shall take the half of it, that is 20 into 0.82. We will be taking it from the isometric scale here. So from 0 up to 2, you take it in compass, because this is 20 mm isometric length. So 20 mm in compass, and please locate the middle points. So these 4 points will be A, B, C, D. So along 1, 2, this is 1, 2 side, this point will be A, this will be B, this will be C and this will be D. Now we shall use the 4 center method. So please remember that here we are having a smaller square, and these two are the adjacent points or opposite points or opposite corners which are closer. These two corners are having larger distance than these two corners. So these two corners are the shorter corners. So it is with respect to these two corners we have to do the 4 center method. So from this corner to B and C we will be drawing a thin line, and from this corner to A and D we will be drawing 2 thin lines. So as this is the top surface, this is the top surface, this is the top isometric plane, complete circle will be visible here because this is the top isometric plane. So you have to draw it using thick lines using 4 center method. So please take care about the centers, the 4 centers. Here we shall have the first center. Now we shall draw two axes of symmetries connecting AC and BD using chain thin lines. So this meeting point is point O. Now we shall draw the outline of this isometric projection. So here we are having an isometric circle. So here also we are having an isometric circle. So from this isometric circle to this isometric circle, we have to draw a generator tangentially from the left side and right side connecting these two circles. So remember that it is tangentially. So from this to this circle, we shall draw it tangentially, touching only in one point. So the rest of this you can join it using thick lines. So here also likewise you have to draw a tangential line. And we shall draw the axis connecting O and O1. Now we shall do the dimensioning process. So this is the direction of the front view. So this completes the isometric projection of the frustum of a cone. The only difference is here we have to construct an extra small square in order to draw the isometric of the smaller circle.